Hey, this is Dr. Ballum from Legacy Chiropractic. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what I look at when I see somebody's x-rays and evaluate their spine for levels of degeneration. And when I look at the spine is measured in 3 phases of degeneration from the normal level. So what I want to start with is the normal, and this is the anatomical normal, and this segment comes out of the low back, but the anatomy is virtually the same all the way up to the top of the spine. And when I look at somebody's spine, I'm looking at 2 things. I'm looking at the shape of the bone, and I'm looking at the thickness and the shape of the disc. Now, a misconception a lot of people have is that this disc is a shock absorber, and it's really not designed to be a shock absorber. It's really designed to be more of a spacer, so you can functionally bend and twist and do the normal things of life and have plenty of room for that nerve root to come out as it's functioning. But when somebody has a subluxation where the bone has shifted out of place, what it does is it changes the relationship of one bone on top of the other, and that actually changes the stress, the mechanical loading on the disc. And so as that loading changes, what happens is that disc no longer gets the pumping motion that it normally should to keep that disc healthy, and the disc begins to wear down. So over time what happens is the disc begins to get thinner, and that's what's represented right here with the phase 1 degeneration. The disc is globally a lot thinner than the normal model right here, and what that does is it decreases the window or the opening here for the nerve root to come out. And so you can do your normal daily function, but what happens is this nerve has a slight amount of pressure on it constantly, and sometimes you might even relate to those moments where maybe you've been out raking the leaves and you twist just the right way, or I'll say the wrong way, and that adds just a little extra pressure, and now you feel the pain of what you're experiencing. That's because this disc is no longer functioning as a thick enough spacer to protect that nerve root, the vital communication of your nervous system. So progressing further down the line is the phase 2 degeneration, and this takes about 20 years to develop as opposed to the 10 years with the phase 1 degeneration. The biggest change that you can see on this model now is not only is the disc beginning to get thinner, but now actually the bone is beginning to change. And you can see these tooth-like projections. A lot of the medical doctors call that arthritis. They're called osteophytes. Really, it's just the bone degeneration, and it's the body's response actually of beginning to try and resolve the issue. It's trying to fuse the bones together to try and minimize the stress and not allow the bone to shift further out of place because of the compromised disc. And so as that happens over time, the disc begins to get weaker and weaker, and the bones begin to grow more tooth-like projections until they cross and actually touch. And that's what happens here with phase 3 degeneration, which takes about 30 years to develop. And you can see that these tooth-like projections are pretty much touching right now. And unfortunately, this joint virtually has no disc left, and there's not much motion at all between the 2 bones. And the biggest thing that you can see between this model and the normal healthy model is actually the change in the shape and the size of the nerve root. So over time, those nerves have been getting slowly and slowly restricted and restricted. So now that the information is just not traveling through that nerve like it should with a normal healthy model. So these people virtually have no pain, where maybe they had decades of it, but the signal is just not transmitting through there, almost like a kinked garden hose. And so a lot of times people ask the question, well, this must just have to do with aging. And they ask, I might see that if I see this more in people that are 80, but really this has nothing to do with age. It has everything to do with time. And unfortunately, as people have gotten older, they've had more time to develop damage to their spine that looks like this. But again, it has to do with time, and I frequently will see somebody's spine where they have an area that looks something like this, and directly on top of it they have a segment that looks like that. Obviously, in one individual, these bones, we know they were all born in one day, but something happened here that did not happen here. And that's what lets me know that this is not an age issue, but a time issue, amount of time since the subluxation has happened. And in that individual, the primary goal is to check and correct the rest of their spine so that those areas don't progress further into becoming phase 3 degeneration. So hopefully you found this informative and helped you understand a little bit about what we look for when I'm seeing your x-rays. So hope to see you next time. Again, this is Dr. Ballum with Legacy Chiropractic.